at it, you little weasel, that I would be on exactly at 8 o'clock. And I did it. Because at 7:15, I was in Bowling Green at the Waffle House having dinner with Frankie and David. And I said, oh my gosh, it's 7:15. We got to get to McDonald's because I ordered some groceries. So I had to run over there real quick. And we got home exactly 7:50. Then I had to do some personal things, which I'm not going to go into detail about. And we're losing all my audience. Why do I do this? Dear Heavenly Father. Hold on. Got everything put away? All right. Get a shower. Get a shower. Okay. So, that being said, now, how can we have 5 thumbs up but only 4 people watching? I don't get it. Okay. All right. Now, we are going to be live for 1 hour. 1 hour. So from 8 to 9, I'm going to show you what I've done to the track. And we're just going to wheel around here. So let me turn the camera around so everybody can see what's going on here. All right, I don't need this. I got to clean up some stuff here too. Huh. Okay, and plus I've got to get a power cord. I got to do something about this power cord on the floor. Okay, so this is what I've done. So we basically have put little outlets, which basically have a little plug at each one of the joints. Okay. I did take a nap. When I got home about 5 o'clock, I started watching 5, and I fell asleep. And I woke up at almost 6 o'clock, and so I said to Dave and Frankie, we're going to Bowling Green real quick because I got to be at Walmart at 7. All right, so what I've done is I've taken every one of these hand throttles, and I've taken the really good ones, okay, like these here. These are Parmas. I took the Parma hand throttle. Let me turn this around. I took the Parma hand throttles, which are 3-wire, but I combined 2 of them. I can change that later. And I put alligator clips on them. And then what I did is I opened up all these Parma hand throttles, and the resistor or the commutator, it had crusted over, and so it wasn't making good contact. And so I cleaned all those up. And so what you do then is you come over here. So what I did is see, you know what? I need somebody to hold the camera. That's what I need. Moving this camera around so much is just really annoying. So basically, you just clip on here. I found all these cars. Laying. I got so many cars. See, it barely moves. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Look at that. I wish I could get some more of these Parmas. Where in Lincoln can they film? Where's Lincoln and... Okay. Yeah, well, they're gone. Lincoln's back up in Grand Rapids. that was kind of an experiment that didn't really, I can't go into detail, so I'm not. Daniel will be back tonight, I think. He's supposed to be back from up in Michigan. So what I did is I took little, I redid all the hand throttles. I don't like doing it like this because you're constantly moving the camera. And I probably should just be in distance, but then you can't see everything. So basically I took little power connectors and I bent them over so the alligator clips can clip right in and not move around. So I've got one on every lane. Man, I want this hand throttle. Boy, that's a good hand throttle. I can't get a good shot. Maybe I just leave it like this. Lot better. Lot better. And then I fixed these. And now these don't have a oh, I'm sorry, I can't see. See, that's the problem. I can't do this. It doesn't do right. Here's the camera. These don't have a commutator. All they have is a copper, like a shoe that goes across the resistor. See that? It's like a shoe. Where the Parma ones have like a commutator, like that's on a car. But I got these. So this should be a different racing. Wow. Look at that. So that's what I did to all the cars. I'll show you what I did to the Parma ones. Let's see here. Let's get one of these. I don't think I did them all. I've got 4 of them. See that? I can't turn this camera right because you can't see me. All right, let's just come over here. See, you can't, it doesn't shoot right. Nothing shoots right. All right, so let's unscrew these screws. All the lead. Now this one's a Roku, I think, or a shoot, what's it called? Rusted. This is a rusted kit, I think. Yeah, I don't have the brake. I don't have the brakes on any of these things. Because we're not a, you know. See, now what's funny about these look just like Parma hand throttles. So this is what I did here. Look, I'll show you. So the hand throttle, where's the camera located? Right there, okay. So I have to unscrew the nut that's holding the resistor on. I'll show you how dirty they are. These things probably haven't been touched in 20 years. Now this one's not that dirty. It looks like it's already been cleaned. You see that commutator right there? That one looks like it's been cleaned. I just basically took a fine thing just to get that grime off there so that the copper would have a better better contact on it. Not that I'm an yeah, it is a Parma hand throttle. It says right there Parma, but it says Rust Kit on it, or R. Huh. I have to ask Kim about that next week. I'm going to go down there next week, I think. I was going to go down this week, but and so here's the resistor basically. So you got power here and you've got power here. The most power is right here, and so the resistor is, so your hand throttle when it starts is furthest away, so there's less power. And then the closer you get here, you got full power right here. And then when I get done here, I'm going to show you something that Ted and I are going to work on hopefully in the next couple of months, but I just kind of want to go through it with you. For the next hour. Nice clean swipe over that. And then now these have the original ones. So these were done they have all three, which has the brake and all that. I just combined the black and the red. And then the white. Yeah, Parma was Parma's been doing hand throttles for years. See, this is moving this camera around a lot is not good. Huh. That's weird. Now, why is that doing that? I was doing that yesterday. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second. Why is that doing that? Something's not right on this controller. Hello. No, I know that. I know. Yeah, I know. Normally I switch them and it doesn't. And I'm just wondering when I took it apart, I crimped something or something in the hand throttle because the other one doesn't do that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know that because the other one, the other Parmas, that's what I've done to them. I got the black and the white, or red and black. I mean, it's got red on the end of these. See, they work fine. I must have done something when I crimped it together. I want to take it apart again. That's what this live stream is all about, right? Yeah, I got all these new hand throttles. I got about a half dozen, so I don't want to hear anybody complaining. Grab a dribble one. Right. I don't want to hear any bickering. All right, bye. All right, let's take this apart again and see what I did to this. Hello? All right, let's see what I did to this. There's always a simple fix to a solution. It's nothing complicated. I crimped something when I put it back together. Or else, I mean, that shouldn't do that. That's all there is to it. All right, so that is the resistor. You have the white wire, the black wire, and the red wire. And you push this, which is closer to the white. And all three of these have alligator clips on them. Well, the best way to do this is to do it without the hand throttles connected. So let's hook it up again. Black. Aha! Something must have gotten crimped. But boy, that runs really smooth. Look at how fast that car Ted did. This is Ted's, you know, I want to get these parts. I need to get these parts in stock. These tires and these, I like these wheels on these thunderjets. How they're wider. I need to carry those. Okay, so why did that do that? Now that's a puzzle thing, don't you think so, partner? All right. Now we're going to be coming back to this. This is what we're going to play with tonight. We're going to play on this station because I want to show you some things. And this is what Ted and I are going to be talking about. I got a little bit of jerking here. So let's figure out what I put together, how I put together that wrong. Hey Brian, I have to do with brand new. Hey Brian, I had to do this with brand new controllers out of the set box. Plus, the side wasn't even touching the coil. I had to be careful. Yes, bending in place. You can't just let red wire hanging. Just hook up the black wire and the black wire. Just you can just let the right. I know. Yeah, well, Ted, on the other hand, throttles, I've got the red and the black connected together. All right, now that should do it. There we go. Now I think I dropped the other nut, which I always drop things. There it is. Our neighbor kid's screaming. Does that a lot when he gets upset. All righty. Now, technically, this should work. If it doesn't, then there's a problem with the hand throttle. Black. See, if you connect the red to the black, it should. I usually connect the red to the black because it's really, see, the red basically is a live wire. So if you put it to white, it's power all the time. So I mean, this is really a simple circuit. It's just a flashlight circuit, you know, power on, power off. Not something complicated. But that's a pretty cool car that that Ted's got modified. I need to get those parts. Ted, you need to call me tomorrow because I need to order these parts. I'm going to find out who makes these and I'm going to start carrying them because these are pretty cool. How they make the wheels wider. Not that that's important, but I mean, say these Parma hand throttles are really nice. See, that's why I can't wait to get the new Auto World hand throttles. I got to call Craig tomorrow because I need copies of the new hand. Because the new hand throttles are like this. They're trigger. And they're electrical. So there's not going to be that delay. Man, this is beautiful. Boy, this is just, and I'm not even full power. Holy cow. Oh man, I can't wait to race night. Race night on Thursday is going to be fun. These cars are awesome. These hand throttles are just phenomenal. And I've got 4 of them so nobody can complain. And I'm gonna keep one of them for me so nobody can get the good one. So I'm gonna be testing all the hand throttles. Okay, so that hand throttle's good. Let me try this one again. About the same speed. You want to be able to have the same speed. All right, let's spend some time here while I've got time still. Let's spend some time here on these cars so I can kind of show you guys what what Ted and I are going to do, and what people need to start doing to modify your cars, so that you can play with your cars and see which ones. Let me see if I can flip this way. No, I can't. I can only keep it one direction. Ah, shoot. Well, I wonder if I can go like this. I'll go over here. Keep it like that. Yeah, that's good right there. Camera right here. So we have all these bodies, okay? All these chassis. And this is what Ted was talking about. That, you know, every one of these cars... So these all have different batteries, okay? Of course, they don't want to come out. Of course, I don't have any. So you've got a set of battery magnets here, all right? And this is the thing. So every one of these armatures, okay. See how they're all wound, okay. You see they're wound here, okay. That's the winding in an armature. Okay, that's the winding in the armature, okay, and those can vary in manufacturing. Again, these are not a precision toy in the sense that they're making sure the exact same wire wrapping is on every one of them, and that will affect the speed of the car. That right there, okay. That's one thing, okay? The next, obviously, is making sure the gear has a good connection or a good mesh, so that when it's going, that it has a nice clean spin. Now, some people say the metals are better, um, but if the gear is well meshed, you shouldn't. I mean, the amount of speed that you might be losing on a metal one or a plastic. I mean, how much is it? I don't know. That's what we're going to test on. And then making sure that your armatures. Now, the thing that's going to affect your car is the magnet. All right. Now, this is a blue and a white set of magnets. All right. And now this is a red and a white. So what we're going to do is we're going to test all these magnets on a specific track of testing the car and how fast does it go. Okay? So that's one aspect that can change the speed of your car. The other thing is these little things, your commutators or communicators, as I once said, and I got yelled at by Robert Fish. The next thing is, how much does the wheels move, okay, on your axle? Is there any movement? Is there too much movement? Is that going to slow down the little car? Yeah. Okay. The brushes. I know. Well, commutator brushes, whatever you want to call them there, Ted. Quit being so picky. Now, your guide shoes, I would say have maybe a 5% effect of how fast your car is going to go. I think that your magnets are a good 25%, and your armature or your armature plate is another 25%. Okay, and then these right here, your commutators, they might have another 10% effect on how fast your car is going to go. And so what we're going to do, and then probably there's another 5% on the chassis and how everything meshes together. Okay, because if you look at, so this is Ted's car. Okay, so we look at the rear tire, there's hardly any movement in the rear tire. Okay, but on an Auto World, see how there's a little bit more movement. Watch. See? There's a little closer tolerance, and this is what I told Auto World, is that you need to tighten up your tolerances on your molds and on your in the factory. Okay. Now they have to balance that with cost. Okay. Well, how much do you want to save? How much is that going to affect the overall bottom line? Now, another thing too is like this one here. You see this magnet right here is how it's got scrapings off it. Well, see, that's taking away the effectiveness of that magnet. Matter of fact, this magnet's even cracked. This magnet's no good. So you wouldn't be able to use this chassis with that magnet. You would have to get another magnet. I mean, that's why I have these two magnets here. I'd like to do a test of the magnets that are from a Auto World or from a extraction versus a because you got two sets of magnets. You got the white, and how much power or difference of power is that? See, now here is one of your TFX cars. Okay, no tolerance. Okay, no movement. Hardly no movement. Now they have a plastic gear. Okay, now it's all copper. Okay, they have the wider wheels like Ted's car does. But what we want to do is we want to show people, instead of having to spend a lot of money, maybe you take all your cars and you lay them out. You have all your chassis. Okay, so we have all the chassis. Then we take one chassis at a time. Getting these magnets, I'm going to get a pair of pliers. Oh boy. So we take this one out. See, now that's got a magnet in it. That's not going to do any good. That's a red one. Now that's a red magnet, okay. And this one is probably a white one. You see how chipped that thing is? Look at how bad that is. That's a bad magnet. That's lost a lot of its power. See that? So that's no good. We can just throw that away. I missed. Go figure. All right, so let's take a thunderjet. Let's just play with this for a second here. Okay, let's take a thunderjet. Open one up. Okay, so that has all the parts in it. And this is a white and red magnet. Or white and blue magnet. So let's put a white and red magnet in it. Let's put a white and red magnet in it. And see how it affects the car. Now, Ted, we're going to set it up to where we're going to test the speed. Okay, you can't use them. All right, so that just explained it. All right, so the magnets on the thunderjets, you can't switch magnets. You see how the magnets, did you guys make a comment? Reds won't fit. Yeah, Ted already told me. So your red magnets or your thunderjet magnets are a little shorter than the extraction. So now, but that's a good question, because Ted and I were saying, okay, well, maybe there's a difference. Again, these are not precision toys, people. Okay, they're not precision. Okay, so there's no precision in how much power these magnets have. So, you know, there might be a difference of power from one magnet to another. Okay, and that is what we're going to test by putting different magnets in from different chassis. Okay, now like this chassis here. See, this chassis has a lot of grime on it. So we want to clean that grime out so that it has a better run. Okay. Want to clean these brushes. Good grief. Boy, they're dirty. So we can't use the... I need a pair of tweezers. Let me go get my tweezers. Somebody took all my tools, and I don't know where any of my tweezers are. Wouldn't you know it? But I have these big ones. Now, again, the armatures are your keys. So let's see, this one wiggles a lot. Let's see if this one is different. Same. Let's switch the armature. See, it seems like it grinds a little bit. And so to me, that it doesn't have a smooth, see, it kind of, so if we turn this tire, okay, that still kind of grinds a little bit. How does this one, see, that grinds too. So the grind is common among thunderjets. but we want it to move smoothly. Okay, that's backwards. So that means we got to switch the, did somebody make a comment about that? What did he say? Did anybody say that? But extraction should fit magnet traction chassis. Yes. Some people put a bunch of magnets together. So let's switch the magnets. So now that's a fast car. So fast it's coming off. Now the only way to see how fast this is to time it. Okay. Now this thing has the timer on it, but I can't do that while I'm on the phone. So I would have to set up that and then time, set the hamper out and find out what the time is of the car with all the different components. And that's what we want to do. We want to do videos. I'm going to have Ted come down here and we're going to do how-to videos. So this is for the novice, the guy that doesn't want to spend necessarily, a ton of money on chassis and tires and all that kind of stuff. But that just, if he's got a bunch of bodies and a bunch of chassis, he can do all the changes. Now this is pretty fast, but what we need to do is we need to drop the magnet down a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up again and we're going to drop the magnet. Now the only problem with thunderjets is you have to take the car apart to drop the magnet. That's the problem. So this is a thunderjet chassis, okay? And this is an extraction chassis. Well, that's an original Aurora magnet traction, okay? And then this is an extraction chassis by Auto World. Black and gray. I think they should go to gray, get it to more like. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to take off the clip. Then we have to take out the magnet. Then we push down Okay, and then put the magnet back. Need to put the other commutator back. Now, see, this is part of the fun of slot cars, is that of testing your cars, taking them apart. You know, if you're bored one evening and you just want to fiddle with your cars, this is what's so fun about it is. And then get yourself a tray for all your different chassis, okay? Because we have a lot. And then this is a 4-gear chassis. And the magnets on this, they got a double magnet in the back. And then let's see here. Let's put this back on. Now we should have a little bit better grip. Well, I thought it'd have a better grip. It's just so fast. See, now this car is fast. See how fast that is? See, and that's the original CUDA that came in the so that's the CUDA that came in the Transamerica, and then this is the one they came out with. Because I told Craig, I said, Craig, you need to do the blue CUDA, not the black. See, and that's a great car, and you don't need a lot of oil on this thing. I mean, you can put it on there if you want, but I mean, if it already is going fast, don't ruin it. Just a little teeny bit right in the center here, just a little bit, just to give it enough that when it keeps that noise down. And the tires could use a little cleaning. Well, he slid off and slid back on. So that's basically how you can do a little bit of maintenance, and that's how we're going to basically go through the cars, pull out magnets, find out which magnets are more powerful, a blue one or a white one, see which have a better draw. Now, why is this 22 shell here? Why is this here? That's weird. Do I have a bag of pellets? I could shoot one of my 22s. Okay. So we have all these chassis. I need to start sorting these chassis and go through all of them. I want to take all these apart and start getting parts laid out. So when Ted comes down, we have all these parts and go one at a time and build a chassis one at a time. See, now this one, the tire needs to go in the back to fit on this chassis because it's a different, these bodies were made, and so you got to move them back. And there's 3 different spots, and it has to be put in the back spot to fit. And even then, it's very tight. I need to find the other tire. Okay, so we have armatures, all of these armatures. And so we have to check to see which armature has the, let's see, is it the most, let's see, more winds, the faster, I think. Is that it, Ted? The more windings, the faster? I think it's lower ohms. That's the one thing that I've always been shy of knowledge. Less windings, and that could vary between car to car on these things when they're winding these things. And all depends on, I do remember, okay, that if these aren't wound correctly, they don't perform as fast as, or they even don't even perform. Because I remember buying a lot of Lindbergh model kits when I was a kid. Lindbergh had all these do-it-yourself cars with, you build your own motor. You wound it. I could never get one of the motors to work. I would wind it, but I would do something wrong with the winding and it wouldn't run. I don't know what, if I was cursed or something. The ohm meter. So I need to get an ohm meter. Both makes a difference. You can measure the ohm meter. Well, we can do that when you come down here. And I would like to see, take like 10 of these and see which one has a different ohm. Now would that be like, would I be able to do that with a voltmeter? I have a voltmeter. Would I be able to just put this on a voltmeter and see how it is? Yes. All right. Well, let's play around here. Let's do that. I don't claim to know everything. I just know what's that saying that I told you guys? Well, I don't know a lot about anything, but I know a lot about everything. Because, there's some things I'm expert on. There's some things I don't know a lot about. Put the sector on ohms. All right, hold on a second. Let me get it. Now watch, I won't be able to find it because I want to use it. Figures. Come on, you gotta be kidding. I tell you, it never fails. When I want to do something, everything is blah. Everything is wonderful when you're part of a team. Oh, it's right here. All right, so I have a voltmeter. Now, the only thing I know how to use on these things is, okay, turn it on. We want a DC, I think. And, yeah, see, I'm not an expert on these. Ohm, somebody's going to call, I bet. but it's not going to register it ohms. Let's see, it's going to have to be on ohms so that it registers it, right? Show the meter, show the front of the meter. That's where I've got it set. That's the ohm symbol. Isn't that the ohm symbol right there? And I've got it at 200. You don't want it to be 20,000, 2,000. You want to be at the lowest level, right? That's what I thought. See, there's some things I do kind of get. All right, so, like let's see this. Okay, so if I take this armature right here and I touch these 2 points, I've got 1695 or 4. And if I go on the other side, I got 1695. Same thing. Now, if I take this armature, okay, and go like the same thing on the 2 points, that's 1 and that's 1. So either this armature, so this registers at point 11.5. This armature, if I touch these 2 points, where if I touch this one, it's 1.16 point. 169. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Here, let me put this up here like this so you can see it. All right, let's do this here so you guys can see. All right, so there we go. Okay, so if I touch, okay, so we're playing now. This is what's fun about it, is playing. I love to play. All right, so if I touch these 2 prongs on the armature, it comes up at 161. If I move over to the other one, same number. Now, okay, let's all right, so let's come over to this one. So I'm going to touch the same 2 prongs, and it's 116. 114. So either this one is faster or that one is faster. Or it's a better winding, okay? Now, let's take a thunderjet chassis. Let's see what that registers at. $156. 156. So that's registering 156. Now let's test. Okay, we got some other armatures here. Okay, so let's test all these armatures I've got out here. I want to see what's going on here. All right, so we've got all these armatures, all these thunderjet or extractions. So let's see where they vary, because this is important, because what we're doing, the lower the armature, the higher the RPM. All right, so this one here is 11. So that means that this one should be faster. Okay, so we're going to keep this one. Okay, let's do this again, all right? So we're going to take all these armatures and we're going to line them up. And we're going to look to see who's got the lowest number. We want the lowest number according to Tedzo, baby. All right, what's this one? 16. 16. 16. 12. 16. All right, so this one, now I wonder if it's because the copper. Now this is a thunderjet though. This is a thunderjet armature. Let's double check these numbers. 11. All right, so this is the one that was 11. So all of these are all the same. There's 16. That's 16. That's 16. 16.5. 16.5. They're all pretty much close to the same number. So all of these are pretty much the same, except for this guy right here. This guy is 11. All right, so that's important. Now, let's look at... Okay, these are all thunderjets. Let's do another one here. Let's have some little bit of Harry Carey here. So they're running a pretty much the same. See, and that's 16.5. So they're pretty much accurate in there, but this one is different. This one is 11. You can see that, right? It's 11, right? Would you agree? Correct, David. Okay, let's see. Harbor freight meters work, but aren't known for accuracy. Thanks. Thanks a lot. How do you know it's Harbor Freight? It is Harbor Freight. Yeah, I bought it there at Harbor Freight. Okay, well, it's only a resistor, okay? I mean, it's not like... But all I know is that these all are 16, and why would this... If it's not accurate, why would this be registering 11, okay? And this is registering 16 also. 16, actually, this is 5.7. So this should be a fact. Let's test that one on this car right here. Let's see where this car, the armature, let's see where this armature is testing. These are little things that you can do to have fun, okay? It's all about slot karting. It's all about racing. It's all about having fun with your cars and racing and having fun. So let's see where this chassis revs up to. All right, so this chassis, we're going to put up the numbers. You ready to see this, guys? $16. Wow, that runs 16. That's 16, and this one's 15. So theoretically, no, it's running now. It's 15.7. It's just a little bit smaller numbers, almost 5 points. Anybody comment? Add AFX. Let's see. This is what folks did when they were old. Aurora T-Jets. Have you had a lot of them? Okay, for most users, temporarily in the pinch, get them free. Never bought one. That's another part of fun of slot cars. You can fool around with them. Yes, that's exactly, I've always said that. This is what I did when I was a kid. When I was 10 years old or 11 years old and outside of Franklin Park Mall, I would do this in my bedroom. I'd take these dumb cars apart and put them back together. Okay, so now, where'd that chassis go? Uh-oh, what'd I do with that? Oh, here it is. All right, so the 11 is right here. So technically, this should be faster. This should technically be faster, this chassis or this armature plate, because it is 0.5 or 159, not 1.6 is 5. Almost a whole point or a percentage of power. There is power, power, power in the blood. Okay, so let's see here. Where is the, okay, thunderjet chassis here. All right, so now we should have a little bit more power. This should be a faster car. I mean, unless I'm blind. Now, let's do something real quick here. Let's examine a extraction or magnetraction from Aurora days. Let's look at theirs. Let's see where they come in. 154. So they are 154. 152. So they're pretty close to what Auto World is. 12. This is the fast one. It's got copper on. That can't be the reason. Copper. I'm typing right on this. Man, that chassis right there. I gotta keep that one. I gotta keep that one set aside. All right. So this one we've already tested that one. Oh my gosh, there's metal in these chips. Look at this, guys. That chip has metal in it somewhere. Huh, that's interesting. All right, now what happened to that other extraction chassis? Now let's examine, let's just for the fun of it, let's do a 4-gear. Let's see where the 4 gears line up. I've got to unscrew it. That holds the plate. All right, so let's see. Anybody want to guess where the 4 gears ones end up? They're probably the same. 165. Isn't that funny? These are all pretty accurate. 165. They're all about the same. Every one of these. That is really unique. You know that? I find that very odd. That all these chassis are all about the same. There's not a variance in them. See, now it's 159. There's another one that's a little different. I think that was all the armature plates that I have. Oh, here's another one over here. Let's just take a bunch of these apart because we're going to use these for parts anyway. I'm going to get over here and taking all these parts and get little tubs for all these. Let's see where we are on this one here. Oh my gosh, we're over time. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, this one. Oh, okay, 158. 159. Yeah, see this one's a little lower than 16, so that could have a little bit of speed difference. So I hope you guys had fun tonight on the live stream tonight. I just wanted to kind of show you what we've done with the layout with the hand throttles. We have the new connectors. We got the new connectors here. We all have roach clips. We don't mind that you ran over. Of course you don't. But I need to relax, okay? You know, I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning. I need some time off. You know that? I do need to relax, okay? And I appreciate you guys appreciating that. We've had a great day today. We had a great sales today. A lot of sets were sold. We sold one of those mega things where you get 3 sets. Roach clips, yes. They're alligator clips. We will see you tomorrow. I'm going to do a live stream again tomorrow because I'll be there all by myself just with Dakota and I. And just always give us thumbs up and share this with everybody you know, okay? It really helps, with the algorithms and everything. I can't tell you how much it helps me. Then he needed to relax. That's right. I'm going to go up and just relax. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching my live stream, and share this with everybody you know. God bless.